Welcome back to Yogaxpress, your virtual stretch clinic that helps you move the body to still the mind. As I mentioned in the last episode, I'm stuck with a sexy voice, so I'm still recovering from a cold. So I'm going to go right into the introductions of our guests. We have Gina Liu. Gina was there in the last episode. That was the first time that she'd appeared on our show, and I believe she enjoyed it, so she's back for more. Gina, welcome back to the show.
Thank you.
Tell us a little more about yourself. Is there another dimension about you that we don't know about?
I'm actually an actress as well. So I've been pursuing commercial acting and for the past few years, and I've recently got started doing some student films, independent films,
Right.
late last year. So
Are they released yet?
Well, there's one film, it's called Seals, and it's an independent action film, and I play a Jamaican Navy SEAL.
Nice. Are you out on YouTube? Can we look you up?
It'll actually be on DVD in a month or two, I believe. And hopefully it'll get picked up by a network and be a series. Right. But for now, yeah, it'll be on DVD. And I'll let you know when.
That would be wonderful. Gina Liu, check her out. Google her. JeannaLue. So in case you thought I was mispronouncing it, check it with her, because I checked with Gina before I pronounced her name. I would have called you something else with a J, right? Mm-hmm. So I'd have said, I don't know what I would have called you, but I'm glad you corrected me. Welcome back to the show, Gina. To Gina's left and my immediate right, we have Lana Parr. I have to say kudos to you, Lana. You actually had some difficulty when I was trying to help you sit on the block, and you insisted you wanted to be on the mat. We usually start you off on the chair because you've had knee surgery, so you wanted to be careful. You did a great job. How did you manage that?
No idea.
You did well. I think you have a lot of arm strength.
It's a good job I do, actually, because I'm just feeling my knees are feeling pretty weak right now.
That's the human body. You know, when we lose one eye, the other eye makes up for it. You lose one kidney, the other one makes up. You lose the use of your knees for a while, your arms get stronger.
Last week I was much stronger, I think.
Actually, because we had 2 or 3 tapings last week, so you had the continuity, you had enough practice. Keep coming.
And the last one I did very well when you had several people.
Extremely well, that's right. Maybe there was a little more energy over there, more people. Well, we've got one more person who's going to join us. In the next episode, we'll have another person as well, so welcome back.
Thank you very much.
It's good.
Thank you for having me.
Pleasure. You might notice that Lana once again has got socks. This one's got rubber dots as well. The other one had rubber dots all over, so she felt it was restricting her movement. She decided to keep just this one on.
These are regular socks.
Yeah, we don't want our viewers to know that, so no, that's okay. Lana is just being very honest. These are regular socks without dots, but she still is going to be very careful. To my immediate left, who do we have here? The naked cowgirl, Sandy Kane. Sandy, welcome back to the show. You have a DVD, right?
Oh,
I want to just show it to a viewers.
CD, thank you.
CD.
But it's called Enhanced CD, and it's 4 videos on it, plus about 7 songs, and my I Love Nick song from America's Got Talent with that lovely Nick Cannon is on the cover. And we have Howie Mandel, Sharon Osbourne, and Pierce Morgan. Now it's Howard Stern is the new judge. Okay. But I love this Nick Cannon, Mariah Carey. You're a lucky woman. He's a wonderful man.
Oh, is he married to Mariah Carey?
Yeah, he's married to Mariah Carey.
Oh, poor Mariah.
And he's a wonderful, wonderful, talented, and he helped me. And I just want to give a shout out to Mariah and to Nick and the twins.
Welcome back to the show, Sandy. You're always such a great show person. It's good to have your energy here.
And I have my new TV show coming, Naked Cowgirl Singing. It's going to be, I'm getting a steady time slot. Nice. I used to be here on public access for 13 years. Yeah. And this is a home to me. And when I was in trouble last year with the Naked Cowboy, they took me in and helped me and said, we're with you, Sandy. Good. And God bless Manhattan Neighbor Network and Public Access. And also this wonderful show is been really helpful to me with yoga. You're
managing pretty well. You're doing well. You enjoy it, right?
Well, you're a good teacher. It depends.
You're an exercise freak. I can.
Yeah, I am. But I was telling you that it depends on who's teaching you and the respect you have for the teacher. and I think you're wonderful. I think that everyone should exercise. I don't know how people don't exercise.
They don't have time. All of us, the rest of us have 24 hours. Some people don't have 24. Their watch only gives 22.
But how do you breathe without exercising? I mean,
Well, good point that you brought up. Every breath we take, every move we make has a name in yoga. It is an aspect of yoga. Now, I'm not saying yoga is everything, but that's the only way I know, for example, and a lot of other yoga teachers, to share what we know. There are lots of good forms of exercise out there. You could go to the gym, you can do the elliptical. This girl works out all the time, so she knows. You can dance. You can exercise your body in any way you enjoy. If you can move, you can stretch. It's important to just move. And talking about movement, when you come on this show, they're going to be very simple stretches, very simple postures. And our program is about moving into stillness. So you move the body to still the mind. The more agitated you are in mind, the more movement you need in body. You find that if you're sitting all the time, your mind starts worrying. So you keep moving to keep your mind still, and that's what this program is about. Before I forget my manners, I'd like to thank our director, Georgea Hurd. Georgea Hurd is our director for today and for a long time, has been our director for a very long time, hopefully for a long time, much longer as well. Atik Mirza, our tech director, and we have Omari Stridayan on camera. Thank you so much for holding the fort for us. Richard Swanson is responsible for all the studio lights and the setups behind us. And the music you hear when I shut up, that's the body music of our program, created just for Yogaxpress by Cesar de Parra. The opening track, the opening music, the 3 ohms, are from a track, the first track of a CD called Sapta Tandavam. I never explained it to our viewers and to our participants. Sapta is 7, Tandavam is the dance, the divine dance, Lord Nataraja's dance. Lord Nataraja is supposed to have created 7 dances to reflect the 7 moods. So he's got a dance of anger, dance of rage, dance of joy. So the opening ohms helps hold all those emotions together. Talking of Om, and actually Sandy brought this up in the last episode, we were talking about breath. You talked about how you were using the abdominal muscle and the lung to enhance your lung power. You take a deep breath in, you use the abdominal muscle to actually exhale as well. The Om itself, Om is not a word, and I keep saying this over and over. Om is a trisyllabic sound, so Ah, U, We could try that very briefly right now. Place your right hand on your lower abdomen, left hand on your chest, on your upper chest, where your heart is, basically. Take a deep breath in through the belly and go, close your eyes. My voice isn't very good today, but keep going. Fill your belly, and you should feel a kind of a movement inside your belly region when you make the sound ah. Now, let's go ooh. Ooh. You'll feel a bit of a vibration in the heart region. Take your right hand, place it on your skull this time. I wish I had more hands so I could keep all the hands in place. Right hand at your skull and go You should feel, you would feel a kind of reverberation in your skull. So, ah, ooh, we can bring our hands down now. The 3 syllables, they combine together to make one long sound called Om. And basically what you're doing every time you go ah, you are energizing the lower abdominal region. When you go ooh, you energize the upper region, upper thoracic region. You go you're actually energizing the region between, in your skull, the skull region. So basically what you're doing is you're feeding oxygen to all glands and organs in your body, and that's why you feel refreshed when you chant Om. So Om doesn't have to be spiritual. I can see that's a little bit of a revelation for Gina. You might have heard different versions of it. We now look at the physiological version. And it makes it easier for people, Gina. I noticed that if I just ask someone to chant Om, they may think it's religious. It can be. It can have a spiritual meaning to it. But you know what? As human beings, we rise from the physical level, and then if someone wants to take it further, they can make it spiritual, they can make it theirs. But, it's good just for your health. talk about breathing. So thanks to Sandy, it reminded me.
For someone, I hate to say I have mental illness, but I think I do have a lot of negative thoughts that come into my mind over and over. You're not good enough. You're not good enough. Blah blah. Blah. And just if you deep breathe. And just erase those voices, like you even say, to still the mind, exercise to still the mind. Just stop the voices, just do deep breaths, and even when you're trying to fall asleep, I do that too. Take 20 deep breaths, before you go to sleep, and it really helps to fall asleep.
That's right. So while we're doing our different movements, we are going to incorporate this breathing. We're not going to chant Om. What we're going to do is consciously energize the different regions of the body. If you recall, all glands and organs are from the top of the head to the hip region. Our upper and lower extremities don't have glands and organs, so they need to be exercised, but they don't need to be energized. So let's all stand up. We're going to do the standing postures. And Lana, I don't think you need a hand. Lana, Parr, you did a great job in the last episode, so if you need us to help you come up, that's it. That's it. Good. Okay. All right. No problem. We'll help. You're doing good.
I'm sorry.
That's all right. That's okay.
I think I'm not doing any.
No, we're just doing
Very
standing
nice.
postures. You're doing fine. Don't worry about it. You're doing fine. You're doing fine. Self-esteem. Come forward. Let's come forward. Today what we're going to do is we are going to take our viewers through the standing postures. Actually, a little bit of housekeeping. If you come on the show, and only if you come on the show, I'll share with you a copy of my third title, Yoga Secrets, Magic. It has 2 + 8 ailment-specific cards. So if you want to target different regions of the body, you want to work the chest region, the upper body, you do chest openers. If you want to work, and so we have a sequence for asthma. If you want to work the lower body, the knee part, you do knee benders. So you can actually isolate the different regions of the body and work them. If you come on the show, we'll also share with you a simple postcard, which has a sequence of 48 basic stretches that target 32 major muscle groups, glands, and organs to address 8 common ailments in under 20 minutes a day. That's when you practice regularly. Until then, you're going to stretch with us. Excuse me. Let's do the standing posture. I'm going to stagger myself. Lana, stay where you are. Sandy, you may want to come forward a little bit. That's good. Heels together, toes apart, palms in front of your chest. Elbows are raised. Remember, when you press your palms in, your mind learns to stay in the moment. Also, it's good physical exercise. You get good wrist massage. Excuse me. Inhale. Take your arms up. I'm going to be coughing a lot today, so you're going to have to put up with me, but stay with me and stretch. Exhale. Fold from the hip. Now, we're not going to do the downward dog this time. Bring your heels out so that the insides of your feet are parallel to each other. First, inhale, bring your arms up to shoulder height. No, we're not going there.
Right.
We're following the postcard today. Posture number 3. That's okay. At shoulder height. Exhale, bend at the knees. Now, if you hear any pops and crackles, that's perfectly okay. Those are not Rice Krispies. We're okay. They're just air pockets. Inhale. Let's come up. And let's turn to the left. Let's turn to face Omari's camera. We turn to face the front. We can bring our arms down. Turn to face the front left of the mat. Bring your legs out about 3 feet apart. We have a newcomer to the show, a very young newcomer. Now, if you're very tall, all of us are, I think you're the tallest here, Gina, so you may want to bring your feet out, and she already knows. You've been practicing yoga. What we do on this show is first we go step by step, we just assume that you've never done yoga before. We take you through the safety measures. Put your brakes on first. Make sure, bring your toes in. Make sure your feet are nice and secure, and then do what Gina did. Turn your right foot out. What happens is if you don't go in stages, especially when it comes to stretching on the mat. You could hurt yourself. Turn your upper body to the left. Inhale, take your arms up to shoulder height. That is the left of the mat. I like your tights, Sandy.
Thank you. They like you too.
Lean a little to your right. Exhale, dip your right hand in front of your right ankle. Take your left arm all the way up. Now, Sandy, this time I want you to get more out of the stretch. I want you to bring your left shoulder back. Bring your left shoulder back. Right, that's it. Very nice. Because you're very flexible, but you just want to open up your chest a little more. Good. Hold it. You should feel a delicious stretch in your adductor muscles. The adductor muscles are the muscles that run from the inside of your thigh all the way down the back of your calf. Inhale. Let's come up. And then turn your right foot in. Turn the left foot out. We're going to look away from the cameras for just a moment. Lean a little to your left. Exhale. Dip your left hand in front of your left ankle. And Gina, you want to keep an eye. Take your right arm all the way up. Gina, keep an eye on Lana.
Okay.
If she needs a bit of help, because I've got my back to her.
Okay.
And Sandy, you want to take your right shoulder back this time. And look up. Turn to look at the tip of your hands and the tip of your fingers in the right hand. Inhale. Let's come up. Turn your left foot back in. Turn the right foot out. This time we're going to transition two postures, one into the other. The heel of the right foot should be at a T with the inside of your left foot. Exhale, bend your right knee. You've heard this posture. This is a very popular posture in North America. It looks like both Gina and Sandy have practiced yoga. So you remember the name for this one?
Warrior?
Warrior. Brave warrior, yeah? Veera Bhadra. Veera is brave. Bhadra is soldier or warrior. We're going to take this further, one step further. Exhale, dip your right hand in front of your right ankle. Take your left arm all the way up. Look up at the raised arm and then challenge yourself. Take your left arm all the way overhead. Palm faces down. So keep your eyes open when you go down. You want to be sure you don't get dizzy. Inhale, let's come up. Bring both arms to shoulder height. Straighten your right knee, turn your right foot in. Turn the left foot out. So you want to straighten the right knee. Sandy, straighten the right knee. That's it. And turn your right foot in. Turn the left foot out. Exhale, bend the left knee. Keep exhaling. Dip your left hand in front of the left ankle. Careful. Take your right arm all the way up. Very nice. And left hand goes in front of the left ankle. Right there. Beautiful. Take your right arm all the way overhead. This time you should feel a wonderful stretch on the whole right side of the body. So you have a good tricep stretch, you've got a good stretch for your obliques, and a wonderful stretch for your abductor muscles. The outside of your thighs are the abductors. Inhale, let's come up. Straighten your left knee, turn your left foot in, exhale, and relax. Wiggle your feet a little closer. And then let's turn to face the front left of the mat. Let's stay right there, still facing Omari's camera. Bring your feet out about 6 to 8 inches apart. This is a little bit of an intense back bend. It's a good chest opener, but it's also a bit of a back bend. So you need to engage your low back. You need to strengthen your low back, tighten your buttock muscles, your gluteals, your buttock muscles to take you back. Place both palms on your buttocks and push your elbows back. You know, when we were kids, we used to have these little competitions at who could touch their elbows behind their back. And actually, there's a very simple physiological reason for that. The reason we would try to touch our elbows, it made us feel great, because what's happening is your trapezius muscles. Turn around, Sandy. Your trapezius muscles, the one just below the neck, they compact, so your shoulder blades get closer, and you're actually squeezing, literally squeezing all those wonderful endorphins, those happy juices. Because most of us carry our worry in the base of the neck. The trapezius muscles are literally where we carry our worries. That's why we're back.
Really?
That's why when you're really worried or you're discouraged or you're feeling depressed, your shoulders start to slouch. And when you start feeling energized, your shoulders, when you take your shoulders back, you'll start feeling energized automatically. Of course, it also has a little bit to do with age, But regardless of age, sometimes we tend to slouch in front of a computer, for example. That means you're not
Or the
really
TV.
energizing, or the TV. So all we do is try to make you mindful of your posture. Why are my legs going out? Okay, palms on your buttocks. Now, the insides of your feet, they're about 6 to 8 inches apart. You want to keep the insides parallel. I'm going to stagger myself. Inhale, lift your chin up. Exhale, glide your hands down the back of your thighs. So take your palms down. Now make sure you keep that connection. You do not have to go very deep. Bend your knees if you need to. All you want to do is be safe. You want to open up your chest, take your shoulders back, and just hold. Inhale, let's come up. And if you think you might feel a little bit dizzy, I want to just do a little bit of an abdominal twist, just standing, just go from left to right. Ease any potential tension in your spine. Now we're going to do a little bit of a forward fold to counter the back bend. In yoga, we try to do everything in balance. So you do a back bend, you do a forward fold, you do a side twist on one side, you twist on the other side. This one, actually, Lana, you would like this. We're going to do a forward fold. So you want to turn to face the front left of the mat. So you want to give yourself maximum room on the mat. Bring your legs out a little further than you normally would. Maybe about 3.5 feet in my case. And Lana, for you, that's good. Now make sure both your feet are turned in. So put your brakes on. Thanks, Amari. Put your brakes on. Make sure the insides of both your feet are turned in. Inhale the arms up to shoulder height, palms facing down. Keep inhaling. Take your arms all the way overhead, palms facing in. We're a little restricted for space in the studios. The studio is a big studio, but camera angles, the camera circle is a little restricted. So Sandy, in advance, I apologize if I spank you. Exhale and fold. This is a good time for you to use any props if you think you need it. Once your palms are down on the floor, you want to bring your palms close together, bring your elbows close as well. And not for you, Lana, but the rest of us. Lana, bend your knees. That's okay, bend your knees. That's it. And get your palms resting on the floor. Bend enough to rest it. That's good. The rest of us are going to try and wiggle our feet a little further. Exhale and dip so that the top of your head is aiming for the floor. If you think it's not going to happen today, that's okay. You could use one of those foam blocks that Sandy has over there, but refuses to use because she doesn't need it, and neither does Gina. I sometimes need those blocks to make sure I get my connection. So you just want to make sure that you make that connection. You want to touch some surface. Now press with your palms. Wiggle your feet a little bit closer till it's safe to take your palms off of the floor. Press your palms in. Inhale, come up with a straight back. Exhale and release. Wiggle your feet a little closer. Let's turn to face the front left of the mat. I understand we have about 3 minutes left approximately, so we're going to take about 2 or 3 more postures in. That'll be perfectly timed because after that we have the balance ones. Heels together, toes apart. Inhale, take your arms up. Now, as we exhale, we're going to sway to the left and then to the right. Exhale, dip to the left. Inhale, back to the center. Exhale, to the left, or to the right, I'm sorry. Inhale, back to the center. Exhale, bring your palms in front of your chest. Palms are facing down. So your hands are in front of the chest, palms facing down, elbows are raised. This time I'm definitely going to go back or I might end up spanking someone. Now, bring your feet out about 6 inches apart. The insides of the feet are parallel to each other. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to exhale. Before we do it, I'll explain very quickly. We're going to exhale, swing our right arm out, inhale back in, and then exhale, swing the left arm out, and inhale it back in. We'll do that twice. First time, keep your hips where they are. Both times, keep your feet where they are. Do not take your feet with you, but the first time, keep your hips where they are. The second time, take your hips with you and notice how much further you can go. Ready? Inhale, swing your right arm out. Just the right arm, Lana. Inhale the hand back. Did I say inhale the first time? I was wrong. We're going to exhale, swing the left arm out. Let's try that. Exhale, swing the left arm out. Left arm, the other side. Inhale back to the center. Now this time we're going to take our hips with us. We're going to exhale this time. Exhale, take your hip with you and see how much further you can go. Exhale to the right. Inhale, back to the center. Exhale to the left. Inhale, back to the center. Exhale and release. We're going to try one balanced posture for which I'm going to keep this chair next to Lana. It will help you to keep a chair, to have this chair near you, Lana. What you're going to do is just hold it and we're going to stand on one leg. Lord Shiva stood on one leg to get all the boons from the other gods. So the rest of us, we're going to transfer our weight to the right leg. While the credits are rolling, I'd like to acknowledge our team, Josie and Hurd, our director, Atiq Mirza, tech director, and Omari Stradine on camera. Thank you so much for making this happen. This episode is taped in the studios of Manhattan Neighborhood Network. We air 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, 1:30 in the afternoon. We tape once or twice a week, so come join us, stretch with us. On behalf of Gina Liu, Lana Parr, and Sandy Kane, this is Banu Suresh, thanking all of you, and you are watching Yogaxpress. Transfer your weight to the right leg, turn the left knee out to the side. Place your right hand on your right hip. You're okay where you are, so you can place your right hand on your right hip, keep your left hand on the chair, that's good. Inhale. Raise your left foot up. Don't have to go too high. That's good. And then attach the sole of the left foot to the inside of your upper right thigh. Now you don't have to go that high. You can place your left foot at your right calf or your right ankle. You just want to keep it off of the floor. Now this does require a little bit of focus. So look at a point that doesn't move. And then when you feel nice and secure, place both palms. And you can stay where you are, Lana. Place both palms in front of your chest. Make sure your left knee is out to the side. Then very gently, inhale, take your arms all the way up. And then, if you want to challenge yourself even further, Gina, you're not used to it. What do we do? These holding times are much longer. It's really for our viewers that we do this, but normally you don't have to hold it this long. Exhale and release. Because you're not used to the format of our show, it may be a little different. Exhale, bring your left foot down. Transfer your weight to the left leg. Turn your right knee out to the side. Inhale, raise your right foot up. Attach the sole of your right foot to the inside of the upper left thigh or your calf or your left ankle. You can go, just try to avoid your knee. You don't want your kneecap moving out to the side. And when you're ready, look at a point that doesn't move. Place both palms in front of your chest. Inhale. And in your case, Lana, don't worry about the hands. Just try to stay on one leg. Take your arms up. And if Gina and Sandy want to challenge themselves. Thank you, Georgea. I was going to say exhale and release. I was going to say if Gina and Sandy want to challenge themselves, close your eyes. That's the part, that's a real test. When you close your eyes, the focus goes.
When the credits are rolling.